a long-running story. Attorney General Jeff Sessions and President Trump butting heads over the Mueller investigation. It's been a rocky relationship, to say the least, and it's been going on for a long time now. Joining us, former U.S. Attorney General under President George W. Bush, Alberto Gonzales. Mr. Attorney General, welcome back. It's good to see you again, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm very well, but I want to know about this Trump-Sessions, Sessions-Trump. I've never seen anything like it before. What's the end game here?
Well, if I had to guess, the end game is, since the president's the president and he can hire and fire people that are in his cabinet, that if he makes a decision that ultimately it's time to get a new attorney general, that there will be a new attorney general. I don't think Jeff Sessions is going to resign. I think Jeff Sessions believes he's doing a good job, and I think by all indications, he has been very effective in promoting President Trump's priorities. I think Jeff Sessions really enjoys this job. And then finally, I think Jeff Sessions believes that by staying at the department, he is in fact protecting the department. So we'll have to wait and see. But at the end of the day, I think most pundits, observers believe that after the midterms, we may have a change. I hate to have Jeff Sessions hanging out like that, because I like Jeff Sessions. I think he has done a good job. But, of course, the president makes the decision as to who serves in his cabinet.
Got it. Jeff Sessions is going to meet with several state attorneys general, and the issue is social networks censoring conservative opinion. Do you think, A, we need some form of regulation to make it a level playing field? B, do you think such regulation is possible?
I don't know whether or not, I don't know enough about the technology as to whether or not how it's feasible, how it's possible. I worry about more regulation, quite frankly. What I would tell your viewers is that don't rely upon one source for information. Consult various media sources in order to be informed, because it is true that certain sites, certain aspects of the media, I think, are going to be slanted, are going to be biased, and therefore I think that I think it's a mistake to simply rely upon one side and believe this is the way that things are. So as to whether or not regulation is going to be appropriate, whether or not regulation is even possible, that's something that I believe Jeff Sessions is still exploring with his U.S. attorneys.
Do you think it's coming? I mean, there's an enormous amount of pressure to do something about the censorship and the privacy. You think something, no matter what it is, just something is coming? Quite
honestly, I just don't know. I worry about regulation and how effective it would be. The technology is changing so rapidly, and we may put in place regulations that may inhibit evolutions in technology, which may be harmful. And so I just don't know enough about this technology and the possible future uses to have an informed opinion as to whether or not it's really coming or not.
I do want to ask you about Atlanta's mayor, Keisha Lance Bottoms. She signed an executive order which ends Atlanta's relationship with ICE. Now, what do you make of that? I don't know whether she has the power to do that, legal authority to do that. Do you think maybe she's putting politics before the safety of the citizens of Atlanta?
Well, I can't speak to her motivation since I don't know her, but the executive order cannot keep out federal agents and cannot prevent federal agents from doing their job within the city limits of Atlanta. So I'm not sure what is the effective nature of this executive order. I expect ICE to continue to do its job. It'll be harder, no question about it, without the cooperation of the Atlanta police and Atlanta officials. But nonetheless, ICE agents have a job to do, and I fully expect them to continue to do their job in Atlanta.